score the win for the number 41 out of Riverbank, Chris Green. Followed by semi-main event transfer driver number 3, Kevin Straw. Third in line should have been the number 80 of Trevor Day, followed by the 88 of Travis Day, and the 32 of Zach Davis. Mini stocks coming out. Dave Clement up above me, pointing the camera down, saying, when's the announcer going to say anything? Should I say anything now when they're not lined up? Should I wait for him to get lined up? Meanwhile, he shouldn't do it up there on his expensive master. I have no idea if this is the way they're going to line up, but I'll give it to you anyway, so he's got something to shoot at. Up the front of the pack right now, the number 9 out of Stockton, your leading rookie for this year, is Tab Butler. Following behind him, out of Escalon, currently second in points, Joe Cambrai. Then the 23 of Virginia Patterson out of Stockton. And our second week driver out of Stockton in the 94, Robert Oliver. You remember that car here as the number 33, driven by Darwin Davis. And here comes the North American Moving Van Express, the number 6, Guy Guibor. He likes to put things on his car. Tried to leave with a trophy up there. Now he's coming in with tires mounted all over it. Jacks in the back. And here's the number 3 over here in turn 3 and 4. Couldn't make it out for the heat. First time here in the car out of Modesto, Rick Perkins. Not the first time for Rick to be here, but it's the first time this year. So it looks like we get Butler and Guibor up on the front row. Cambrai and Oliver in row 2. Patterson and Perkins in the back. Set for 20 laps. We got a green. And a yellow as the 9 of Butler pirouettes on the front straightaway, backs it up. Two down, lights out, coming around. Pick it back up at this point. And Mark Vincelette says, hey, we can do better than that, guys. We can do better than that. And the 94 throws a shoe off of his Pinto. Heads into the blacksmith shop for repairs. Still got plenty of time tonight. Always want to, whenever we can, give everybody the opportunity to stay in the race. Sometimes we can't do it, and sometimes that causes a problem because people think or don't think that we were fair one week as opposed to the other, and that's really not the way it happens. It's more a matter of time than it is. Kendall McSparron, how are you, sir? Haven't seen you in a coon's age. One of our past mini stock combatants. A go fast boy. McSparron Auto Glass, you hear that? On a ton of cars here on 99 Speedway as a sponsor. Super backer for auto racing here in the port city of Stockton. Guibor with a rare bobble on the back straightaway. Flat tire possibly or something. Down at this moment as we pause, trying to give the Solari-Guibor combination time to change the tire on their Pinto. We got them lined up properly. We got some sparks flying out of the 3 car there. We got a green. Just checking him out at the moment. He's complaining of a stiff neck at this point. Sore neck. Bring out our BCRA Vintage Midgets for another go-round. Here's the 85 out of El Sobrante. This is Stu Donaldson in a 1970 Benson Chevy 2 engine. Visualize back in the days that these guys were running and feature yourself sitting in that cockpit. Hardly any protection. You get another guy run right over the top of you, wheel right through the cockpit with you, flip on your lid, skid down. They were quite dangerous back in those days. Here's the number 95 going into turn 1. That's Mike Welton out of Daly City with a 69 Benson and a Chevy 2 motor. And in their heyday, they didn't even wear fire suits back in those days. They had the t-shirts with the, you remember the old Lucky Strike cigarettes rolled up in the sleeve? That's what they wore for a uniform. Or at most, they had a pair of bib overalls on that they worked on the car in the pits with. Another one off of turn number 4. That is the number 7, and that is the, not the yellow 7. Was that the number 7? How many 7s do I have on my list? Who knows? I've got a yellow 7 and a blue 7. Well, anyway, there's the 47. That's Pete Bray out of Hercules in 1969 Malloy Chevy 2. They switched cars on me. They had an extra car out there. That's what it is. I'm looking for either a yellow number 7 or a blue number 7. And I see on the list here that Ron Dunn has an orange and black number 7 that was not listed. If that's true, that's a 46 Curtis Craft with a Ford V860 in it. Now here comes the other 7. This is the blue 7. That one is Bud Bray out of Granite Bay. That's a 69 Benson with a Chevy 2. out of a Cannon Mama. That's the 36 of Jim Fowler out of San Carlos, the 1959 Starner chassis with a Chevy 2 motor. Grab the number on this one as it comes down the front straightaway. The number 98, Tom Pfeiffer out of Sutter Creek, 1956 Shalala with a V8 64 motor. And this time by, give him a hand. Our thanks to the boys and cars of yesteryear for their exhibition here tonight, the VCR Vintage Midgets. So we got the 58J of Samantha Clement, the 58 of Fred Clement, the 66 of Pete Paulson, and the 7 of, got the call bell ready? Jeff Tucker! Oh boy, that hurt. Sportsman main event, 4 cars set for 10 laps. Lights out, coming around. Flag man's looking them over. He said, have a green flag, guys. Yellow flag, 58J. Samantha Clement gets it pointed the wrong way over in turn number 2. Lights out, coming around. There for a minute with a 58, but he's back under power again. He's got an ignition prop by the sound of it. She's popping and banging on him. White flag this time by. And the main event win to the number 66, Pete Paulson. Followed followed by probably his best finish so far in the sportsman division, the number 7, Jeff Tucker. 58J, Samantha Clement picks up the 3rd spot, and her brother Fred takes 4th from the infield. Here we go. The box stock exhibition should be set up in slow to fast order. I would put the 45 of Jeff Sullivan in front, then the 2 of Chad Bindi, the 93 of James Carpenter, the 33 of David Johnson, the 2M of Nick Miller, the 44X of Travis Sullivan, the 3 of Kevin Straw, the 17 of Nick Decarlo, although he is the fast car tonight, the 7C of Christian Straw. Christian Straw is just kind of an add-on car at the back of the pack. Yellow, we got Chad Bindi over here by the pit gate. flag as they battle for that lead. Back and forth. Your winner at the end, number 33, David Johnson, followed by the 93, James Carpenter, the 44X. Into the third spot, that's Travis Sullivan, and the 17 of the new record holder, Nick Decarlo. Looked like the 7C of Christian Straw got in there for the fifth slot. Looks like the pole going to the 188 of George Pierce. And the 911 of Joe Butler next to him. Inside the Volkswagen contingency, the 036, Greg McCullough, the 360, Travis McCullough. And then looks like the 570 of Paul Marorik. Looks like the 555 of Jonathan Wright. Back row, 111, Greg Marorik. And is that the 888 probably of Rod Gorham. Don't see him anywhere else. Lights out, flagman's looking at him. Slow and easy, we got a green. George Pierce brings him around for lap number 1. Everybody in a line so far. White flag this time, Bob. Win number 3 of the year for the 188, George Pierce, followed by the 570 of Paul Marorik, the 111 of Greg Marorik in the third slot. That's it. Remember, Senior Citizen Night next week. If you're 55 years or older, you can get in free. Compliments of Rio Las Palmas Senior Retirement Housing. Keep yourself safe. See you next week. Oh, wait a minute. 10 more laps the other way? Shows you how much I know. Well, don't keep yourself safe until after these 10 laps. How's that sound? Don't sit next to the cowbell. It falls through and makes big noise down here. So George Priest is not the winner. 570 is not second. 111 is not third. 555 is not fourth. We do have 10 laps. We make an X, and we start all over again. And we get no flag.
Modified stop. 33 modified stop. Over here.
Getting rude in the second half. We get a yellow. Perfect timing for once. How about a win to the 111, Greg Marorik? Followed by the 555, Jonathan Wright, the 888, Guibor Armor Racing, Rotgorum. All right, one more time. Thanks for being here. See you next week. Alrighty, looks like they're getting set up for the box stocks that want to come out and play. 1994, the last existing track record, 14018. The number to shoot at. Get their name in the history book. And I'm one, some people believe that the last or the fastest man on any given night is the only man you recognize. I in turn say if the first man out breaks the record, he is the record holder at that moment. Another man breaks it, he's the record holder. Another man breaks it, he's the record holder. They all get their name in my record book. The last or the fastest man that night is simply the current record holder for that particular record. But the rest of them get their name in print, something for them to crow about in later years. We'll see if the light will work. Whoa, right off the bat, our defending champion, the number 17 out of Martinez, currently second in points, Nick Decarlo. Keep it low, Nick, keep it low. Low is fast. Well, the clock fired off. That's number one right there. There's the lap that's going to count right there on the white flag. Clock still working. (13.968). Track record right there. 13.968. Looks like the 44X Travis Sullivan out of Union City. Next competitor. (14.099). 14.099. Of James Carpenter out of Manteca. (14.346). 14.346. Here's the 45J out of Acampo, Jeff Sullivan. Wild Wayne and the bunch. Woohoo! Look at them people following him. What a herd. Sullivan on his qualifying lap. Wild Wayne of Finish Line Awards and Signs out of Stockton. He's one of the people that benefit this track a lot. (15094). 15094. When you hear me talk about the Moonlight Madness program for the box stocks and bombers, those big 6-foot trophies, those beautiful trophies, he's the man that makes them. Brings them to the track. Also, all the little trophies and plaques that you see out here week after week come from Wild Wayne Pearson's shop over there. Oh, long ways away for tired eyes. Is that the 33? Sure is. David Johnson out of Stockton. A 14-3-1-1 for David. Number 3 out of a Campbell, currently second in points in the B division, Kevin Straw. A 14-0-4-6. Here's B division number 2 out of Stockton, Chad Bindi. 2 main event wins in a row and a semi-main last week for this youngster. A 15066. And the 2M in the A division out of Tracy, currently third in points, Nick Miller. $14,260. 14,260. They say that was the last one. Well, we did get a track record, but only one. That was the 17, defending box stock champion Nick Decarlo out of Martinez with a 13.968. First man out that eliminated anybody else from the chance. The 14.018 from the previous time. Nobody would have beat that in the 14-second bracket. So it's his and his alone at this point in the record book for the 8-mile box stock track record here at Delta Speedway to young Nick Decarlo.